difficulty is lower than onikakushi, but is extremely vicious. I don't know what that means. But in any case, let's do it. What's onikakushi? Is that the next one? Oh no, that was the first one. It's lower. I don't understand what that means. There's no real difficulty, you just read. Thanks for that terrifyingness. I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and could not accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not exist. But I still want to quench your thirst, for I am the one who cast you into the desert. The chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Wasn't it basically my style to stay up late on Saturday and sleep through the morning on Sunday? Why was I waking up at this disgustingly wholesome hour? Back to sleep, back to sleep. Keiichi, are you awake? You have a phone call. At that moment, the sound of my mother calling me from downstairs finally registered. Phone call? I sprang up out of bed abruptly and stampeded noisily down the stairs. He's awake. I'll put him on right now, my mother informed the person on the other end of the line. Hello? It's me. Who might this be? Morning, Keiichi-kun. You're such a sleepy head. Such a sleepy head. Oh, Reina, what's up? Calling so early in the morning. I don't think it's so early. It's the middle of the day, you know. It was 11 o'clock. I guess you could loosely consider that the middle of the day. So what's up? Hold on a second. I'll put Michan on now. Oh, hello, Kei-chan. If I were to say it in English, that'd be good morning. Oh, I really want to try saying it in Chinese German Russian as well. How, Kei-chan? What is Kei-chan? Russian? Yeah. How the hell should I know? Whatever. This stupid conversation is over. Alright, let's go. I set off on my bike, heading to the village, pushing one there. Hey, chica! You're late! You're late! Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Where's Coco and Mika-chan? Rather than meeting up there from here, it's a lot quicker to just meet up in town. If I remember correctly, Coco and Mika-chan's house is on the other side, past the school. Oh yeah, what's up with doing club activities in town? It can't be that everybody's going to put on masks and rob banks all day, is it? I wouldn't mind doing that. Even then, I wouldn't lose to you. You see, Michan always tells me about extras of the army bank cards. I wonder why. What? Just went around with a serious look on my face and looked at me on. Well, it certainly seemed possible that Mia was capable of doing that. What are you saying? Sorry, Michan, sorry. The two of them joked around. That bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today. Hey, you two! Satoko and Rika are waiting for us, aren't they? Stop fooling around, get going. Round and around, fooling about like fluttering butterflies. I earnestly wished I could just keep watching them like this. But the five of us together would be absolutely more fun. That's right. Well then, let's go. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Once we split the loot, everybody's around. Yeah! The three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. Accelerating hard, we crested the hill. The view expanded as Watanagahi-hen station came into sight. I agree with the station. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get here, though, it was quite a hassle. That's why I didn't know much about the area around the station, or Watanagahi itself for that matter. The street we were headed down today was, of course, unfamiliar to me. Going through the railway crossing, we headed past the south end of the station. This is the first time we've been this way. Around here, there's lots of things like arcades and toy stores. Michan knows a lot about it. So there's an arcade? I used to go one pretty often. My gamer blood roils within me. Always going to an arcade. Please tell me you're quite the delinquent. Next time we're here, I'll show you. It's a good one. There's quite a few machines. It seemed like the town of Okinawa now was neon stomping grounds. If I asked her, she could tell me a lot of things about it. Eventually, we came to a store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Was this the arcade? No, it was a smaller shop. Looking at the window this way, it seems like we're everyday toy shop. But for almost 10 kids to be filing in and out of the stores, kids were doing almost too well for themselves. Could it be the stores having some event today? Exactly. Top prize is 50,000 yen. About $500. 50,000? What the heck is that? That's the GNP of the People's Republic of KG 5 times over. Two cute figures messing about right at the front of the store noticed us and waved their hands. Hello, everybody. We've been waiting for you. Good morning. Hey! Morning, Lisa. Toko will settle this before the cops get here. The goal is to plunder 1 billion. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been waiting. Did we keep you two waiting? We finished early today, so we've been waiting a while. I'm sorry about assistants here will take care of the bad guy, okay? Well. Rena ecstatically wiped the tears, which were probably fake, from Satoko's face, while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I laid sprawled on the ground. Yes, this is fine. Yep, this is the way things are supposed to be solved. Although, I think you should find a new punchline before you start losing teeth. Well then, upsie daisy. In any case, the greeting for today went well. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently, they all knew Leon, and finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with tears a few at a time. Mii-chan is a regular at this toy shop, so she has a lot of friends. A regular at a toy shop? What's up with that? Hey, Keiichi-san, take a look back here. Following Satoko's prompting, I took a look. There were chairs lined up at the tables, almost like some sort of birthday party. I realized it immediately. It couldn't be. This is the menu for today's club activities? Surprise, Kei-chan? I'm good friends with the owner here. She sometimes let me hold game tournaments to expand his customer base. Expand his customer base, I see. All the boys lining up the place for participants. That's right! Normally it's just us 5, but today we're gonna play with lots of people. You know, I was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people. My expression was noticeably stern. Keiichi-san, I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh? Well then, why don't we try saying it? Together, okay? 1, 2... These are all enemies. Satoko's voice and mine led me to them in the hall. We looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen. My eyes lit up like a flame. Hey, Kei-chan. It looks like today will be fun. Well, no matter how many more rivals I have, the goal is still the same. Rivals? Do you think a whale keeps track of all the krill it eats? She said that in an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes, reserved solely for club activities. She's as serious as she can get today. I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika. Leon pointed. Looking at where her finger directed me. What the heck is that? Rika-chan was using those kind of traits to soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness. I'm also going to do my best. Go for it. Yay! Go for it. Yay! Hmm? What is it, Kei-chan? Is there something on my face? She was pulling out demon lurking within her. Man, so much foreshadowing. It's crazy. Fine with me. Damn it, my knees are shaking like crazy. Before I realized it, the store had filled up with even more people. However, the looks in their eyes weren't confrontational. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. You couldn't ask for a better stage than this. This is getting interesting. Let's do our best, okay? Do our best. No. Reina was already full charged. Mortal laws and common sense held no power before the might of Reina in her cute mode. I definitely didn't want to fight. Make a choice. Do your best. We're all cheering on. Like Reina, she was somebody who... Of course, the one you don't want to fight the most is Neon's mom. I've been lucky to even leave alive more than a few times at the end of club activities, but I don't think there's a day that even came close to being Neon's mom has developed a project using that clothing activity, you know? In other words, today is just an elaborate and mysterious full revenge. Almost as though she was saying, Neon turned to us. It wasn't just Neon. Both Reina and Rico were punks than they'd ever been. Yeah. One's gonna pop today. Without a doubt, there'll be casualties. It seems that somehow Keiichi-san and I are the only ones alive. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round? Very well. I need to warm up before we go in the gear. My spinal column shuddered like it had been struck by lightning, like a pillar of ice was being jammed into the opening freeze. I could almost see the flames backlighting Satoko with their intensity. Even then, while Satoko was displaying a normal smile, it was a cold and inhumane, almost as if it were a plastic mask. You must really want to eliminate me in the open round. You can't hide that murderous intent. Oh, that's too bad. You're being cautious today. What she wanted to say, but if I thought was my loss would be more certain on, I'll show you. We shall find this. The results of the draw were enough to make you cry conspiracy. All the members of the club were nicely divvied up amongst the 5 tables. This happened when the draw was that random. Not that I was already caught and puppet strings made me feel uneasy. That was fine though. I'll crush all your right tricks. Now, where are my opponents? Everyone has had a team table corresponding to the number on the ticket. The competition at my table was these two, huh? They look younger than me. Huh? Aren't you two classmates of mine? Oh, hi. I'm Tamita. This is Okamura. Okamura really wouldn't know what I said. So my opening round was to make a mystery with my school. Just saying, but alright then, everybody. Please decide on your games and start. With Beyond's declaration, the inside of the store became lively. Everyone was yelling their favorite games at each other, trying to gain an advantage before they started. Even my two classmates, who seemed taciturn at the first glance, began to fiercely insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course, I would pick those suggestions aside. There was absolutely no reason to pick a game your opponent was good at. Sorry, they're all games I don't know. Do you know something more well-known? Of course, they didn't agree with the games I suggested either. Naturally, after 5 minutes, this table still couldn't agree on the game. Well, they could all guess clearing his throat, shop owner brought over. Hello! Is that better? I turned it all the way up, so. I mean, I don't hear game music at all, so. Oh. Yeah, actually, it was pretty loud anyways. Hold on. I'll turn that down anyways. I mean, it doesn't need to be that loud. Alright. My speaker went off, so I've had been hearing game sounds for a while. Anyways. Suzuki Marshall. Alright. It was a game called Billionaire. Quite the vintage we have here. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. That damn shop owner. I'm gonna turn this music down even more, actually. It doesn't need to be that loud. Not for this part. For the creepy parts, yeah, but for this part, no. Alright, anyways. That damn shop owner. Was he using this competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't sell? I know this one. You guys do too, right? Spin the wheel and head to the goal. Whoever has the most money after we liquidate our assets is the winner. The two nodded in agreement, and finally the game was underway. So, life? At that time, I had already a feeling of impending crisis. I wouldn't realize why until the game progressed a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Celebrate the birth of your child. Receive 5,000 from everybody. Sorry. Okay, I've built a bit of a lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bonus. Receive 100,000 from the bank. What? The tables were turned in an instant. 1, 2, 3. Proceed to the corporate ladder course. Yeah, life. Oh, that's a good route. It seemed like only my piece was landing on the steady spaces. I had doubts as to why Neon didn't bring out the board games for club activities, but that reason was laid bare to me before my eyes. That's right. I had only realized it now. This game was completely based on luck. What could I possibly do to make sure I ended up in first place at the end? The ultimate outcome of this game was decided in a place beyond human hands. How were the other club members doing? My eyes naturally wandered off to other tables. Mion's table was... what? They weren't doing anything. Had they still not decided on the game? That negative idea existed to distract me from the most frightening possibility. Mian was lounging about, leisurely holding out some juice she brought from the vending machine in one hand. When our eyes met, she gave me a look of ease. It couldn't be. She already finished? What game was it? That easily? It was probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. Only 5 minutes since we started, and her two opponents were already beyond recourse. They were sitting there, slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they'd find no answer. Was there any reason for their defeat other than they sat at the same table as Mion? Then what about Reina's table? The spectators were causing quite a commotion. It looked like their game was Karuta. The shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Reina tended to dawdle along and space out a lot. Wouldn't she have a hard time with this game? Then I'll read it out. The dog gets tired on a walk. Bam. Oh, it did say bam. Bam. At the same instant, the shop owners began sounding out the words. The card in question disappeared off the face of the table. No, the face of the earth. Impossible, where did it go? It was against Reina's cheek. She was rubbing it there. Oh, so cute! I'm taking it home. Looking at the card Reina was rubbing against her cheek, it was some anime-themed version of Karuta with rather cute moe illustrations decorating the cards. Basically, it was a picture of a pretty dog girl with a slightly large chest, panting and half in tears as she was being pulled along on a chain. With those types of pictures, even I could play with godlike speed. Of all people to play that game, it had to be Reina. It was entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier. It's over. Mian smiled coolly. Seeing no further reason to keep watching, she turned back. So cute, so cute! Even if Reina wins, I'll still buy these cards. I'm taking them home. After the second, the cards started being read out. Bam! Bam! Such decisive sounds echoed. Well then, how about Satoko? Oh, she was playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seemed like she was struggling somehow. One of the main characteristics of concentration is the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. As the number of cards to memorize decreases, it becomes easier to match several pairs in a row. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the first person to take over the flow of the match can run away as the winner. The cards still in play has decreased. Oh, memory? Probably memorize. If you memorize the cards that had been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the table at this point. Satoko probably knew all the positions of all the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. If her opponent followed up, the match would be decided. Hojo, sorry, but I'm also aiming for that prize money. Don't hate me for this. This guy, did he have the locations of the remaining cards memorized? He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed. It's over. I whispered that in a bored manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. I spun the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? No way! The Ace of Hearts should have been here! There was a commotion at Satoko's table as the shout rang out. The other two at my table turned around in surprise, but I didn't. After all, there wasn't really anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded. Most of them had been certain the Ace of Hearts should have been there. There's no way. I must be seeing things. It must be because I was excited. So assured in his victory, the distress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Satoko, then the Ace of Hearts certainly would have been there. What a fool. When you're up against Satoko, you can't let your guard down for a moment until the battle is over. Cheaters. Keiichi-san, you still haven't finished your match? You have no sense for these things. With a refined tone of voice reserved for only winners, Satoko called out to me. For the casual observer, it must have looked like she only eked out a victory. From my point of view, however, she was only playing around. The roles of a winner and loser had already been decided. It was nothing more than child's play. The laughable part about it was that her opponent didn't know his role had already been assigned. Nice work there. Setting up a farce of a trap with the Ace of Hearts. My opponent only walked into one of my traps. Even then, one was more than enough. Satoko was a trapper. Her true talent was never having one misfire. Setting off only one trap was more than enough. Ain't that cool? The fact that the other club members were winning one after another with their own brand of play only added to the impatience at my own lack of progress. Alright, how is Rika doing? How's our club's sly little fox doing? What the heck is that? Over in the corner, the mood at the table was decidedly different from the others. The game at Rika's table was, that battery-powered fishing game. The one where the fish opened and closed their mouths as they rotated on the platform and you used a magnetic fishing rod to pick them up. That old thing. It seems like they planned on competing by seeing who could catch the most fish, but it had become an atmosphere you could hardly call competitive. Wow, I caught one. You're so good. Rika-chan, you're so good at this. Oh, she caught another one. Rika's really good at this. I knew that Rika-chan had already charmed her opponents, along with the onlookers before the matches had even begun, but brilliantly played. That corner had become an informal meeting of Rika Furude Fan Club. It's Rika's total victory! Total victory! Rika's good at fishing, isn't she? What Rika is trying for probably isn't fish. Hearing that, she glanced over my way briefly. This is my way of getting serious. That's what I heard. This is a masterful technique that only Rika is allowed. Only Rika can do it. Yeah, masterful technique. My Bara-san, it's your turn. Oh, sorry. Guess it is. 1, 2. Fined for tax evasion. Pay for $50,000. By contrast, my game was an unseemly situation this was. Noticing the uneasiness creeping around my face, my companions came to see how I was doing. Huh? Keiichi-kun, could it be that you're struggling? You're struggling? Okamura. Right now, how much money do you have? Okamura, who had run lots of money out of the elite course, began to count through a stack of white $100,000 bills. About 980,000, I guess? How much money do you have, Tomita? I have 88,000. I'm still close enough to turn this around. Those two look like they would easily surpass $1 million. Well, Kei-chan, how much do you have? Mion's tone of voice was grim from the get-go. It was her disappointment and disgust as club president. It can't be helped. There's no strategy involved other than spinning the wheel in this game. How am I supposed to cheat? Tell those two to close their eyes and count to 100 while I rig the wheel? You know there's no way I can do that. Rika gently patted my head. Still, she wasn't too happy. How pathetic. At one point, I thought you'd be a worthy adversary. I've been utterly disillusioned. Don't give up, Kei-chan. There has to be some way to make a comeback. Do your best. Fight till the end. Like I said, how am I supposed to make a comeback with this game and relying entirely on luck? Right, Mion? Mion's face, however, was unbelievably indifferent, like she was watching something completely unexciting. She then turned her back without saying a word. Hey, It was a pathetic voice that irked even myself. I'm disappointed. Everyone was serious about this, but Kei was the only one who wasn't. What do you mean by serious? Are you telling me to control the spinner through sheer force of will? How can I do that? If you were serious about this, you would have settled this game 10 seconds from when you started. Mii-chan, you don't have to get so angry. Wait. Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of the shop. Maybe it was because it became an awkward situation, but the spectators dispersed from around my table. Damn it, are you saying I'm not serious about this? Are you saying if I was serious, I would have settled this game of chance in 10 seconds? If I was serious, everyone was praying for my victory. They believed in me. Did I betray their expectations? Was it because I wasn't serious? Ugh! Should we continue the game? The two of them were timidly trying to resume play. I didn't respond to that. The table sunk into silence. My Bara-kun, should I take that means you're giving up? The owner, thinking I was forfeiting, started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment, the demon inside me let loose a howl and awakened. I get it now, Mion. What it means for me to be serious. I'll show you. Super spin! Bam! I clamped my hands on their shoulders, speaking in a low voice after pulling them closer. Let's make a deal. Let me win. The two of them, not immediately understanding what I had just said or the meaning behind it, were momentarily confused. Hey, my Bara, no violence. Let's settle this game properly. Just listen to what I have to say. What is it you guys want? The 50,000 yen prize? Well, of course. Winning that kind of money is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Even supposing you win, what are you going to do with that money? How are you going to enjoy it? The two of them considered it briefly. Buy a new game or something. Snacks? Maybe some juice. That's Betty. So Betty, are you guys stupid? Then how will you enjoy it if you win, my Bara? Me? That's the point. Just shut up and listen to what I have to say. We club members have a penalty game separate from the casual participants. If we lose, we have to obey a single command from the winner. From another point of view, the winner earns the prize of being able to order the other club members around. First of all, Tomita-kun. You like Satoko, right? Don't deny it. Next, Okamura-kun. You like Rika, right? Don't turn red. I drew the two of them red-faced and conscious of whether anyone else had heard what I had said even closer. Boy, pretty girls. What men covet, what men dream about. It's like an unreachable Garden of Eden. Even then, you'd still aim for it, wouldn't you? That's because our passionate souls scream for Moe. That sensitive age where you couldn't say you liked the girl you liked. Understanding that gave me all the more power. Tomita-kun, if I win, I'll make Satoko wear a collar and be your little sister for a day. A red fountain spewed from both of Tomita-kun's nostrils. Also, Okamura, I'll put cat ears on Rika and let you take her out for a walk on a leash. Blood erupted from the vein in Okamura's forehead. Don't be shy. Just pretend I forced you to go along with me. You two are simply sacrifices to my Bara-senpai's wins. You can pretend to be against it. I understand. I know everything that's your heart's desire. Then I suddenly lowered the tone of my voice. My school life was very brief. I know with my very body how foolish it is to waste such an important time in your lives. So, to you, my juniors, I don't want you to live your lives like that. Be honest with yourselves. Chase your dreams. Fulfill them. I'll fulfill them for you. I will! It was this moment that the values of men bridged generations. My Bara-san! Did I ever have a mentor who ever spoke my mind for me so strongly? Never. There was no way there was. That's because in a man's lifetime he'll only have 3 fateful encounters. That valuable first time was being experienced right this moment with these two. It's fine then. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Game over! It was such an assertive declaration of the game's ending that everybody in the store turned and looked. It had been less than 3 minutes since I was on the verge of forfeit and all the spectators certain of my loss. Keiji-san, what happened? Who won? It was my complete victory. What did you say? Exactly how did you overcome that situation? There's no need to explain what happened. It was a gentleman's agreement. Right, guys? Yes, sir! The two of them, stifling tears of gratitude, answered strongly from the bottom of their hearts. Exactly what kind of miracle occurred here during those 3 minutes? The spectators all looked away from my utter disadvantage. You did it! You did it, Keiji-kun! Yay! The spectators were puzzled at how I was able to quickly overcome that hopeless situation. That guy, he able to control the spinner wheel with his eyes or something? It's a miracle! What devilry is this? He's in cahoots with that Mion, you know? There's no doubt he had some strange trick up his sleeve. I looked at the crowd, who couldn't help but be excited out of the corner of my eye. Now fully awakened and in battle mode, I let out a derisive laugh. So, this is what it means for me to be serious. Mion. You took your sweet time. Baring our fangs at each other, we laughed together in a most unsightly fashion. With this, all the club members have cleared the first round then. Which means this time it's a match against everybody! A match! I've already decided what I'm going to buy with the prize money. That's only natural, right? Satoko and Reina smiled, sneered at each other. These guys, do they really think they can win against Keiichi Maibara when he gets serious? Mion, that was a mistake. You shouldn't have offered me advice just now. What a mewling newborn you are. You're a million light years too early to think you can win against me. Mion, light years are a measure of distance. She's embarrassed. What are we doing, Mi-chan? How are the five of us going to face off? How? Well now, we have such a splendid lineup. It would be a waste to rush things. Mi is saying something complicated again. It couldn't be why you... Mion's hair flowed elegantly, almost like a cape, as she turned her back to the table. As for today's contest, I, Club President Mion Sonozaki, will reserve judgment for now. The method and time are yet undecided. The more spectators, the better. It should be in front of everybody from Hinamizawa no Nomiya. By then, we'll know the best way to finally settle things. Are you running away from this? This is too unfair, even for you, Mion. You newborn. Do you still not realize what had happened? The combative aura billowing out of Mion's body formed a barrier, stopping Satoko's advance. We'll meet again. Prepare yourself for your inevitable defeat. With a shrill laugh, Mion left the store. After a moment of silence, the crowd erupted in cheers. When will we resume the contest? Mion's serious. The other members did great too. That new guy, Maibara, he's got some strange power. He turned the tables in an instant. You've got to win! Yeah! I'll dunk someone like Mion head first into the river Styx for ya! That part of the crowd had apparently overheard the covenant between Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, and myself erupted into cheer once again. Mion's going to win anyways. She's the undefeated empress. I'm betting on Mion. No, it's going to be Reina with that ungodly speed. Satoko the trap artist. Rika the siren. It may be a long shot, but it'll be Maibara. However, right now, I had no ear for those cheerful voices. Setting the stage for this huge match and then running away like that, I wasn't going to forgive Mion. Outside of the store, Mion was getting on her bike as the shop owner was seeing her off. Don't run away, Neon. If you're the club president, don't run. Fight me! Oh, sorry, Kay. Right now, I've got to get to my part-time job. Huh? Like you would see at a sketch comedy show. My legs slipped in opposite directions until I was doing the splits. Yeah. While you were playing your game, Mi-chan received a phone call. It's too bad. It was just getting good too. Not our lucky day. They're getting crushed at the sale over at my uncle's stores. They don't have enough people to work the registers, so he called me for help. Oh, when you say your uncle, does he manage a supermarket or something? No, it's just a small store. But whenever you put stuff on special, all the housewives swarm in like locusts. Don't they have any common sense? Even though they don't have enough stuff, they're selling a carton of eggs for 10 yen. Oh my gosh, I want that. Limit 1 per customer. I was a little surprised. You would never think this was the club president exuding such a dark aura inside this store just a short time ago. It was the usual Neon right now, almost exasperatingly so. My shoulders slumped. That's right. Club mode was over now. But it was really heated today. It really was fun. Damn, Neon, she really knows how to fire people up. Me too. I got so fired up my head started to tingle. Especially Kay. That was scary. I thought he was going to eat me alive there. It's work, so I guess there's nothing you can do. But it really is too bad. I really want to continue this some other time. Any time is good. How about we do it at the Watanagahi Festival? The cotton drifting 5 demon firefight. That's right. I'll think about it. Right now, what were Rika and Neon-chan talking about? Watanagahi Festival? Cotton drifting? What? I love it when things turn out all over the top and manga-like. It'd be nice if we could have another thrilling club activity like this soon. She laughed with a smile that made you feel refreshed just looking at it. At that moment, the shop owner came out carrying a paper bag. I wonder what it is. Is he giving it to us? Thank you, everybody, for today. Thanks to you, the event went really well. It's not much, but here's a little something for you guys. Hey, Uncle Yoshiro. Isn't there a little something for me, too? My. Quite an adorable one, is it not? When Satoko and Mika opened up their bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside. Wow! They're so cute! Can I take them home? I really can. Which means there's something for me, too? Oh, I got a pretty adorable one. It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress, one you'd use to play house. Reina's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and Rika-chan too? Okay, got the one that fits him the least. How do I say this? I could say it's pretty or cute. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty. I mean, I admit it's adorable, but a doll with changeable clothes is, if you walked around with it, you'd be treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow, definitely. I didn't have to go that far. This wasn't something a guy like me should be carrying around. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. However, after briefly considering, I gave it to Reina instead. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Reina? Oh, thank you. Just protecting myself. If I didn't give it to Reina, then walking the streets at night would be scary. No doubt, no doubt. about giving it to Mion, but it just didn't feel right. You know it. I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. It's better that you're a girl. If you were a boy, I would have killed you already. You should kill me while you still can. If you don't, you might not live to regret it. Neon laughed after saying such an ominous line. Everybody laughed heartily along with her. Ask God to make you a boy in your next life. I'll also have him make me a boy. Then together, the two of us will start with taking over the country as a warm-up. Mian-chan, if you don't get going soon, the shop owner told her meekly. A lot of us looked like we were having a lot of fun, so it must have been hard to put on a wet blanket on things. Later then. Today was really fun. I'll see you later, guys. Tomorrow at school. Don't be late for work. Everybody waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting and the breeze carried a hint of chill. Should we play for a bit more in town? Or should we go home? The road gets scary when it's dark. Then I guess it's time to leave. We certainly caused a ruckus today. We sure did. Alright, let's go home. The wind blew gently as if to cool down those of us flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I didn't really mind. Oh, that's right. Reina-san, you achieved an overwhelming victory, didn't you? When Reina gets like that, I'm sorry to say it, but there's no winning against her. It was because the cards were so cute. See? I bought them. Rika was the same as usual. When it comes to boys, it's like taking candy from a baby. It was an easy win. How much was calculated and how much was lost was natural. I get scared when I think about how Rika will turn out in the future. Whoops, sorry, wrong voice. Satoko was amazing too. The way it ended was really exciting. It wasn't the sort of game where I should be complimented. Oh! Keiichi, you also showed your fangs at the end there. Well, I guess. I'm not the type of guy who's strongest when he's cornered. Tomita-san and the others seemed to be cheering you on really hard. What was that about? He made some sort of promise with Tomita and Okamura. It's probably a secret. A secret? A secret. Oh, I wonder what it is. I wonder. Sometimes for a man, there are times when we only understand each other by fighting. Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. After that, everybody continued to praise each other for how they defeated their opponents and reflected on how fun today was. Everybody, look! The sunset is beautiful! Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed, waiting where her finger indicated was an immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the higurashi were gentle and very comforting. Oh, there they are. I was like, where's the higurashi? Can I hear them? You have received a new tip. Who is Mion's uncle? Alright, well, we're just gonna do that today. Because I want to go to bed at 10 and doing another chapter. That was about an hour and 14 minutes, so don't go over the time. Okay, we'll do chapter 2 at a later date. It's weird because this is like chapter 2 of like the whole thing, but like the chapter 1 in chapter 2. Anyways, I was told that this one will take a while to get exciting. So, yeah, to get through the stuff, but they said that the later chapters get more exciting faster. So, just gotta get through these silliness parts to the mystery. Which I'm like really interested in this mystery. It's like so like intense and yeah, anyways. Yeah, alright. So I'm gonna call that a night. I'll load these onto YouTube and I'll see you guys later.